Warning, F-bombs are armed and may be dropped. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I don't like scripts really at all. I don't even use the bullet points that a couple of people have actually said I should use. Today I'm going to be reading a script because, well, there'll be a link and you can go and check and see how crazy this is for yourself. Alright. New York City to ban hot dogs and processed meats to improve climate. I didn't make this up. I'll include a link at the bottom. New York City is the first city in the United States to eliminate processed meats. Mayor Bill approved an ambitious $14 billion Green New Deal on Monday, 22 April, to combat climate change. The plan will cut purchases of red meat by 50% in its city-owned facilities, such as hospitals, schools, and correctional facilities. This new commitment builds off of the Meatless Mondays campaign that was adopted by all New York City schools in 2017. Quote, "It is a difficult plan. It is a necessary plan. Estimates tell us that we only have 12 years to get it right. Let's be clear, we have until 2030 to change things fundamentally, or our lives won't be the same," end quote, said the bastard at an Earth Day event yesterday. By 2030, New York City's Green New Deal will reduce greenhouse emissions by 30% while also creating new jobs. Additionally, all buildings that are 25,000 square feet or more, of which there are 50,000 citywide, will be required to make energy-efficient upgrades that lower their energy uses and emissions, or they will face steep penalties. Okay, if you live or work in the city of New York, I will make a recommendation, alright? And there'll be a link for this too. Get yourself a steel collar, alright? They usually come with these threaded pins, bolts, right, to the real world, but apparently they call them threaded pins. You can put the threaded pin if you want, but weld it shut, alright? Just accept what you are, be happy about it, and, you know, publicly announce what you really are. This will not create additional jobs. This will cost 40,000 jobs, I think it is. That's all of the street cart vendors who will be out of work. Alright? And the worst part is this isn't going to solve anything. Cutting out all red meats isn't going to solve anything. It never was. I don't know where this idea that cow farts create greenhouse gases came from. Because there are wild buffalo that create these same methane emissions. Are they now destroying the ozone layer? No. We cut leaded gasoline out. We cut CFCs out. And the problem is actually getting worse. Now, I'm not some kind of crazy conspiracy theorist. I know it sounds like it at times. But we've done all the environmentally proper things, and we're seeing more problems. Alright? We're seeing more flooding. We're seeing more forest fires. We're seeing more cities burned to the ground. Alright? My dad actually sat on his back porch and watched the campfire. Oh, excuse me, the car fire. Oh, well, you know, that was just one little car. No, that was a major forest fire that started at the car power plant. Destroyed about 1,000 homes just in the city of Reading alone. Now, you notice I said the city of Reading. That's because it got into the city of Reading. It was actually inside of the city limits. It wiped the city of Keswick basically off the map. I think there was 5 homes, 10 maybe, of a couple thousand that survived. By just sheer dumb luck, that house got missed. Are you really going to tell me that cow farts are the problem? I'm actually starting to wonder, maybe we should bring leaded gasoline back and CFCs back. And to say that city employees cannot have red meat because it's bad for the environment is absolute fucking bullshit. Now, there's a lot we can do better. Alright? We could do a lot of things better. But that is not the way to do it. That is the way to make the problem worse, Bill. You're an absolute fucking idiot. Who are you really? And what are you doing here? For the rest of you, start thinking for yourself. Because it's pretty obvious Bill and Kamala and Nancy and the rest of them, they're not thinking about what's best for you. They're thinking about what's best for them. And what's best for them is for you to be destitute, desperate, starving, preferably homeless. Been there, done that. Please do lecture me. That's the best way that they can control you. They will give you a place to live, food, maybe some part-time work. They will control your absolute life, and then it's not a literal slave collar that you've put on, but it is very much a collar. And hey, you know what? To the people of the city of New York, that's obviously what you want. But at least be honest about it. Keep calm. Mandatory carry on. Stop electing slavers to office. And go see Alita.